Well then, Disney Dreamlight Valley decided to spring a lot of news on us today, and unfortunately, not all of it is good. So, I was really excited when I first saw the notification that they were talking about Disney Dreamlight Valley leaving early access because, my gosh, finally! I've been really suspicious as to what was going to happen with that, and, wow, was I in for a rude awakening. So they actually start off the blog post by announcing that we are going to be getting our first paid expansion pass on December 5th, which is called A Rift in Time. And they will have a live stream on November 1st at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Live. They will dive into the expansion pass showing off this all-new adventure across Eternity Isle, where you'll meet new friends, discover new biomes, and immerse yourself in new gameplay features. In addition, key members of the Disney Dreamlight Valley team will reminisce over their favorite moments from the past year and give us a glimpse at upcoming updates and unveil much anticipated multiplayer features. Here's a better look at the key art. So we have the Avatar standing with what might be a royal tool. They did tease on the roadmap several months back that we would be getting another one, though I would not have guessed back then that it was going to be paid DLC. Then we have Eve. Finally, Eve is showing up, as well as Rapunzel. I've been really excited for Rapunzel to show up for sure, and Gaston is here too. We may be getting 3 new companion types. Well, at least one of them for sure is a new companion type because I'll talk more about it later, which is the capybara on the right side, not too far from Rapunzel. But there's also a snake, which might be a companion, and there's also a monkey up in the tree. I am getting tired of seeing the same animal companions reskinned over and over again, so it would be great if we did get 3 new ones added to the mix. Though I would like to see some actual Disney characters as companions too, because we already have Pua from Moana, so they should also add Hey, and ones from other movies as well, like more from Treasure Planets, or even Pascal. I mean, we're getting Rapunzel, so it'd be great if Pascal was also there. The background also has some interesting clues, like on the left side we have a jungle, I guess, with the tree and the ruins. So that looks to be one of the new locations that we can explore and find the monkeys. Towards the back, we have a desert, and the house that you can see near Gaston's arm, that might be his house, I'm not sure. Wally's house, as well as Mickey himself, can be spotted here, so I guess they'll have a part to play in the story. In the middle, you can see Agrabah from Aladdin. They were hinting at that, though I thought the hourglass was hinting at it, but maybe it was just hinting at the royal tool all along, considering it is called a rift in time. So are we gonna get some kind of time travel powers? Not like the Animal Crossing variety, but something different. And then on the right hand side, we have Rapunzel's tower, though it just feels weird to me that this is probably Rapunzel's home, unless they do actually have a castle for her or just something entirely different, because it's like, well, she left the tower behind at the end of the movie, and in the animated series, they do return to it at some point. I'm not going to spoil too much about it, but it just does not make sense to me to actually have her tower as iconic as it is, but I guess we'll see how they actually handle it with the plot in the game. Mirabel's house is also there for some reason. I guess she is going to be a part of the story of this expansion pass. Actually, I think I can see her also nearby, but we'll also see her in a trailer that I'll go over later. And then we have a boat that's just teetering on top of a rock, which is apparently a reference to a Disney theme park attraction. Definitely looking forward to getting more biomes because I am running out of space. I'm guessing how they will work is that you'll have to go through a loading screen to access the new biomes, and then they'll be all there without having loading screens between them. So then they could have their own separate item limit instead of having to worry about increasing the one we have right now even further and having potential performance issues, especially on the Nintendo Switch. But now things are about to get more controversial. They confirm that the global launch is happening on December 5th, and you will keep your access to the game, Moonstones, and your save game. But here's the statement they gave on free to play. As we look ahead to the official launch, with the learnings we've gained from early access, we've made the decision to remain a paid game for the foreseeable future. This means we will not make the transition to be a free to play game when we leave early access on December 5th. This choice ensures that Disney Dreamlight Valley will be able to continue delivering on a premium game experience for all players. It's important to us that we maintain our promise to keep delivering free content updates that add new characters, realms, clothing, furniture, and more surprises to your valley. Purchases requiring Moonstones will remain optional, fair, and match the level of quality players have come to expect. Players will still be able to collect free Moonstones via Dream Snaps and chests, or optionally choose to purchase them. So they just went back on their word here. Like, I was already suspicious that free to play would be delayed to next year because they've been so quiet about it. It wasn't showing up on their roadmaps. They did say foreseeable future, not never, but it still feels like a never to me for free to play. And really, it's hard to trust a company after going back on their word, after promising something for so long and building the game around a free to play model, and then just going back on that completely while still keeping the microtransactions while also charging a lot of money up front. So it's not a free to play game, but they're still charging a lot of money as if it is one for all the cosmetics and such. Which, yeah, I can absolutely understand why people are outraged about it. And saying, oh, you don't have to buy it is not the gotcha argument that so many people still think it is. It doesn't automatically excuse any and all really scummy business practices. Another crappy aspect of this is that 2 out of the 3 characters they're teasing for this paid expansion pass are ones that were implied to just be free with the game, and that is Eve and Rapunzel, because Rapunzel can briefly be seen painting in the intro video, and Eve is pretty prominently there in one of the very first memories you unlock. If Dreamlight Valley was just structured as a game you paid for up front with no Moonstones at all in the game, and then still have the paid expansion packs they initially said were going to be a thing anyways after launch, then I'd be completely fine with that as long as the content is worth the money. They also announced that there's new launch game editions for new players coming December 5th. Moving forward, Founders Packs will continue to be available through December 4th. When we transition out of early access on December 5th, we'll be unveiling all new editions. New players can choose to purchase the core game with bonus Moonstones on its own, or opt for the Gold Edition, which includes exclusive cosmetic items, access to the A Rift in Time expansion, and even more bonus Moonstones. Take a look at the exact contents below. Starting from the left, we have just the regular version that you can buy online, which includes the base game and 8,000 Moonstones for $39.99 US. Then we have the Cozy Edition that they previously announced that has the base game. It's the physical version, comes with 14,500 Moonstones and some bonus items, the Cottage House skin, some Raccoon Companion skins, the Cheshire Cat sweater, posters, and a sticker sheet for $49.99. Then we have the newly announced Gold Edition, which has the base game and expansion pass for A Rift in Time. It's available digitally for 15,000 Moonstones. It has some bonus items that we'll go over in a bit, and that is for $69.99 US. And then finally, we have the option to buy the expansion by itself for $29.99, which includes not just the expansion, but also 5,000 Moonstones. So, oh boy, I am glad that the expansion pass by itself is not as expensive as I thought it would be, but hopefully it is worth the money. I feel bad for those of you who got the Cozy Edition already though, because that just came out today on the Nintendo Switch, and on PlayStation and Xbox platforms, it'll be out on November 10th. So it's like you just spend a lot of money on that as it is, but then you don't get the access to the expansion. In slightly better news, as a thank you to our early access players, all unique cosmetic items included in the upcoming Gold Edition will be given free of charge to any player who purchases and claims a Founders Pack in-game on or before December 4th, no matter the tier. Not only that, but all Founders will also receive 2,500 Moonstones to celebrate. So the Gold Edition bonus items are the Flowery Summer Cottage House style. That's really cute. It does remind me of Tangled. Then we have the Artist Overalls costumes, which gives me some cottage core vibes, and the Flowery Capybara Animal Companion. So there we go. There's at least 2 kinds of capybaras that are going to be in Dreamlight Valley. That's it for the blog post, but later in the day they uploaded this trailer with a little preview of what to expect with the live stream on November 1st. The first thing they tease is Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas in the next free content update. There's a frozen pond that looks significant. I don't know if we can actually skate on it. There's a very brief sneak peek of multiplayer, and then we have a look at the different environments at a rift in time to see the monkeys walking around there. And we can tune into this live stream to earn in-game rewards. And there's Mike from Monsters Inc. coming in 2024, though Sully is oddly not there with him. I hope they don't separate them into different updates like they have done with some other characters. But there we go. Maybe our villagers could skate on that frozen pond, because I was just thinking earlier today, it would be nice if they could interact with more things. Like, okay, they dine at Chez Remy's, they talk to each other, sometimes they go fishing, they read those piles of books if you leave them out and about, they sit down, and that's not much besides that, I don't think. So it would be nice if they had more to do. They even reused that shot with Ariel sitting on the rock there, which is not something she can do in the game right now, but I really wish she could. So overall, there is some exciting stuff to look forward to. I'm really intrigued about the expansion pass, and I'm glad we are getting Rapunzel and Gaston and Eve and Jack Skellington coming in as a free character still. But it's really held back by these business practices that Gameloft are partaking in. It's just becoming yet another one of those games where, at its core, I do love the game, it's fun to play, but then you have the company and the really bad business practices, which cause a lot of controversy and a lot of people understandably criticizing it. Yeah, it is a game featuring characters from Disney, of all companies, but that doesn't mean that we're not allowed to be disappointed in what they're doing. So that's all the Dreamlight Valley news I have for you today, so feel free to let me know your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!